Okay, let's go over email templates. So email templates, you can find those in the settings tab right here called email templates. And we have two already in here. And I want to go over how to add an email template. Now, keep in mind, email templates can be found in just about every page of this program, whether it's creating an order, whether it's in the merge quote, purchase order, will call page, merge quote page, view details page, everywhere, right? And I made it this way so you can really keep in touch and communicate the best you can with the customer pertaining to whatever order is in house. So let's go ahead. We're going to add an email template, and these are important to add prior to creating any orders as well. That way you have everything set up, and when you create that quote, you can send an email template with it with links embedded in the email for your customer to approve or not approve the quote. So for example, what we're going to do is we're going to create a template for quote approval. So we're going to go ahead and add quote approval. Now, there are two types of email templates. I'm going to go over the promotional one in just a second, but you want to make sure that any email template that you're going to create that is pertaining to an order or a purchase order, you want to keep it at default. Promotional is a little bit different, and you can only see it in one place within MergeMate. So for now, the majority of your emails are going to be default. So anything that is related to order processing, whether it's quote approval, mock-up approval, heads up, hey, your order is ready for pickup, or it's in will call, or we're missing goods, or sending a vendor a purchase order, you want to make sure that you click default. So we'll have that clicked, and we're going to move on to the email subject line. Now this email subject line is going to display in the subject line of your email. So for example, we're going to go quote from 123 Prints, approval needed. So we're unable to add specific text in the email subject, meaning like quote for job 123 needs approval at this time. So what we did was we just created a generic email subject to alert your customers like, hey, there's an email, or sorry, there's a quote from 123 Prints, my shop, that needs your approval, right? So anytime you send a quote approval to a customer, they're going to see this quote from 123 Prints, approval needed. So you want to just replace 123 Prints with your shop name. So let's go ahead. I'm going to quickly just add, create a copy and paste, I should say, an email template that I have used in the past that is really helpful. So you can go through and you can type in whichever you want, and this is going to display in the body of the email that you send to the customer. So at the top, you can see I have hi bracket sales rep underscore or underscore rep bracket, right? Now, as you can see here at the bottom, there's a little directory here, and whatever you use down here within these brackets, let's say sales rep, the sales rep name is going to auto-populate here. So if you're dealing with Bob down the street that owns a bar, and let's say his business name is Bob's Bar, if you put in, when you create the customer profile and you add his name as a sales rep, Bob, when you put bracket sales rep bracket, when you send that email to Bob, it's going to say hi Bob, right? Whatever sales rep you're dealing with for that order, their name is going to appear here. So underneath that, I have please find the link below to approve quote. I also have job name highlighted. Now this is going to be the job name of the order that you give it. So if the job name is Bob's Tees, then it's going to display here Bob's Tees. If there's a purchase order with that order, let's say you have a vendor that you're a reseller that sent you a certain purchase order for you to use, it will display here. And then this is going to be link to quote, bracket quote link bracket. Now keep in mind you do need this text here for anything to show up in the email. So if you just leave this blank, nothing's going to appear. If you have bracket quote link bracket like it's displayed down here, then when they get the email, it's going to have a link right here for them to click on. It'll show the quote, and then the quote will have an approve or not approve button at the top. And then underneath here is just some other verbiage that we have. Don't forget about our full bag and tag, and then whatever else you want for fine print down there. But you could totally customize it however you want. If you want to add more of these in here, feel free to, but this has just really helped me. And I actually have a copy of this email template in the PDF instruction guide on the website as well too, if you want to copy it from there. So we'll just hit submit. Cool. So then you have it right there, and then you can view it. You can edit it if you want to, whatever you like. Now, let's go to the promotional email template. So we'll go back into add email template, and let's say you want to send a customer that you work with often an email saying, hey, send, if you don't mind, thank you for working with us, would love to hear back from you in regards of a Google review, right? So what we'll do is we'll type in Google review, and then we're going to drop this down to promotional. Now keep in mind, promotional email templates are not displayed all throughout the program like default email templates are. So if you're working up a quote and you want to use a promotional email within that quote, it's not going to be displayed. The only page that promotional emails are displayed is in their customer profile. If you go to the customer profile video that I made, you will see it. But any promotional email that you want to send them, let's say it's a deal that you have going on, $4 for a dozen shirts or whatever the case may be. No art charge for the month of May or whatever you want to do, or even simply just asking them for a Google review. It's going to be only accessible in the customer profile. So we'll drop this down to promotional type, and then we will do we'd love your feedback. Okay, and then we will do this. We will add, sorry, I'm just editing this real quick. So we will bring this over, and we created an email template called hi, or for Google review. And essentially very same process as the default emails. Hi, sales rep, whichever sales rep you're dealing with that order, the name will display there. Thank you for choosing 123 Prints. We hope you had a great experience with us, so on and so forth. So you can send this to them, and it will show up on your email template list as a promotional email, and this promotional email will only be displayed in the customer profile. So I wanted to keep them both separate, but yeah, now you have two options for email templates that you can send to your customers.